Welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. Today I'm driving to the Masjid. It's Eid Day. For those of you who are Muslims, it's Eid Day, Eid Al Adha, July 19, 2021. And as I'm recording this, I'm about to drive, head over to the Masjid. It's about 9:40 a.m. US Eastern Time. If you are new, my name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on this channel, normally I talk about business tips, anything business, money, personal development, motivation. But for today, I'm not even going to show you the skill. Just know I'm here daily, and today is Eid Day. Maybe I'll show you somewhere in this video. As I'm driving, I'll talk about what we do on this day, and then I'll show you some images. But as I'm going, I don't know exactly what I'm going to see. So, but I'll record something at the Masjid. This is mostly for my Muslim viewers, but the rest of you can watch it too. So, right now, I'm about to start driving. Just stay tuned. Whatever I see that I want to show you, I'll show you. But I'll show you some driving also. And then I get to the Masjid, I catch up with a few images. And as I'm driving, I'll be talking to you about this day, okay? Thank you for watching this portion. Let me go. It's about to get late. And there are so many people. I have to get parking. I don't even know what I will find, but I will share. You know me, I just talk as I drive. Okay, thank you for watching this part. Please subscribe to my channel. It's not just always about this. It's about the other stuff too. Check it out. Check out the channel and see what else I do. But today is just fun day, so I'm going to the Masjid. Okay, thank you for watching this portion. Stay. Hang on. I'll show more. I'm about to start driving. Okay, now I'm driving to the Masjid. It's not far, about, what's left here is about maybe 8 minutes, but I'll record maybe some of it. But as I'm driving, I want to talk to you about this day. It's an important day because that's when we celebrate Abraham or Ibrahim. This is what we believe, or that's what God says, at least in our Muslim tradition, in the Quran, that Allah asked God, Allah is God, right? Asked Ibrahim to sacrifice his son, but then ended up when he, I think it was like a test. So, by the way, I'm not a professional. I'm not professional in that. I'm telling it the way I'm telling it, the way I know it, or the way I understand it. That when Abraham got this dream, God asked him to sacrifice his son. Then he talked to his son, and the son said, "If God asked you to do it, I guess we're gonna do it." So they walked to go actually do it. But when he was about to really, he was putting a knife on his son's neck, he's about to slaughter him. Wow, he was really a believer. So then I think he had closed his eyes. He was too tough to do that. He had closed his eyes. When he opened, there was actually, I think they say a lamb. Yeah, so he ended up sacrificing an animal instead of his son. I think it was God testing him. And you know, he was a strong believer since his childhood. So that's where the tradition comes from. So we slaughter, and if for those of you who hear about Muslims going to make the sacrifice on this day, and yesterday was the day called the day of Arafah. So Arafah is a very special day of prayer. For those who are over there, you know, I went there. I went. They are like praying. And the ones who didn't go, they're fasting. So we've been fasting actually the past 10 days. But the last one, which was yesterday, Arafah, is a very, very special one. The people who go to Mecca, that's when they become Hajjahs and Hajjats, Hajj, or whatever you call it, when the title they get, when they go to do that, the Hijjah. So that's a very special day. It happened yesterday. For those of us who didn't go, and now it's Corona, most people didn't go. Very few people were allowed to go. So we're all fasting and praying. It's a very, very special day. For those who are there, they don't fast, but they also pray. And so now today we are sacrificing. I'll show you the images of the animals we sacrifice today. So what happens, you are asked to sacrifice, if you are able to do it, a goat or I think a lamb. And if it's 7 people, they can together they can sacrifice a cow. That's why you see in my images have some cows. We had 2 cows, so 7 people there. And actually one of them I think was like 6 people. We didn't get the 7, but you can combine maximum 7 people to 1 cow. And the single goats, 1 goat, and then it's distributed. It's distributed. You give. I think they say the neighbors get. By the way, for those of you who are experts, please don't quote me that I'm saying if I'm saying something that's not actual like perfect. But this is, you can research it. What I'm saying, you can check it. And so 3 portions. You divide it into 3 portions. You give to the poor, the needy. You give, I think, to your neighbors, and then a third is yours. So that's a day of sacrifice and sharing and praying. So we did that, and people in lockdown. We sent ours to Uganda, the community there. We are actually very, very active. We have a Masjid and a school, but now they're in lockdown, so they're in their homes. So we had to slaughter the meat, to slaughter the animals, deliver it to, in fact we had like 93 homes to take it to, and we added some rice. So that's what we did. And I'm about to get to, as I'm talking to you, I'm about, shortly I'll get to the masjid, but I don't know if I'll be allowed to get in. You know, sometimes it's too full. We had 4 prayers. The first one was 7, the second at 8, the third at 9, and this one is the last one. I felt lazy today. Normally I'm there even volunteering and stuff, but today I'm feeling, because of coronavirus, I'm going easy on myself. I don't go in groups because they opened up the masjid now. People can go. So you never know who is vaccinated and who is not. So I'm being careful. You know, I'm old. I just turned 54. I have to be careful. So today I didn't volunteer. I'll just go to pray. And I'm about to put on my mask as I'm arriving. So I'm just sharing. And I'll show you a little bit of the masjid. And some people left. I don't know what I'm finding, but I'll share. And that's it. For those of you who are not Muslims and you're curious what these Muslims do, so those are some of the things we do. But it's very close to Christianity actually. The only difference is this Quran that came later, because after the Bible then the Quran came. So that's the main difference. But otherwise, Islam is, I apologize by the way if you feel like I'm becoming very religious here, but it's important to me. So Islam starts all the way from the beginning, from Adam until the last one. So the one who I don't want to get into names because you never know in this channel what YouTube allows to talk about and what doesn't. So I won't say too many names, but the Quran is the last book, the one we believe all the other books, including the last one, which is the Quran. Very, very good book. By the way, I give free copies of English version. If you put in the comments you want a Quran, I'll send you one. English version. There is one person. He's actually a white American who became a Muslim, and he said this Quran would have been easier if it was like in English, you can understand. Not like to change it, but to put notes. He created this version of Quran where he put notes in italics. Not, of course you cannot change the Quran. The Quran is like exactly the way it is. But he created this version. He has a project And in fact, his mission is just to put in every home. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he wants every home to be, at least to know about this book, because for him it was a big thing that he found out about it. So he did it, the English version, but he put notes in it. It looks like I won't be able to get into this masjid today. The way I'm looking, things are going, it's not going to be possible. I don't know if you can see the lines in my camera here. It's not going to be possible, so let me switch lanes and be on the other side. I'm going to come from the opposite side, but here it's not going to be possible. I can see the cars. It's just crazy. I think because the masjid has been closed, now people are feeling like they got a chance to come. Oh my God. I could do a whole video about just the cars. I've never seen these kinds. Normally we come and go in and come at the hour. Wow. This is a lot today. It's a lot today. I don't know if you can see those lines. Only if they add another prayer, because the last one was supposed to be at 10, but I think they'll have to add another one. People are just arriving and they're just too many. Can you imagine? They started coming at 6. They may add a 5th and 6th prayer. You know, if you don't live in the USA, for those of you who are watching me and you're in other countries, you think there are no Muslims here. I think now this is the testimony. You see that they are there actually. This is the 4th one. Already 3 are done, and this is just our local mosque. So this one we started. I was here when we started this one. When we first came, we were praying in a house, and then we fundraised and built our masjid. I recorded another video before I talked about this masjid. So now, you know what? I could get a chance to get in. Let's see. Because some are coming out. Some cars are coming out. I could get lucky. Because they blocked the other cars. I saw they were not allowing them to get in. But maybe I could get lucky and get in. Let's see. Hang around. Let's see what happens to me. If I get lucky, I'll be able to drive inside the driveway, because the parking. Because I see some cars coming out. And then I'll stop recording. Then after the prayer, I'll record a little bit outside. But I won't record inside the masjid, no. But then there are cameras here and security. I don't know if you've seen it in the when I just passed the police officers. They even have security around the masjid. So, but I guess when I'm driving, I'll be able to record. Then I'll stop. I cannot take the camera inside. It's not even right. I don't think it's right. They have the official recordings. They post them on Facebook and a channel, YouTube channel. Okay. I'm going to. It could be a long video because I don't want to stop talking and stop recording, because I don't know what's going on. So I want to witness it with me. Witness it with me. Now putting on my mask, I'm about to get in. I'm on the left turn to the masjid. And I think I got lucky. I'll be able to get in. So what do you think about, especially if you are not in USA, and especially what do you think about the fact that Americans are being aware now? They are aware of Islam. It's not some weird thing. Put in the comments, please. What do you think? When you see that there are actually many people here who believe it. They were just not aware. When I first came, I was even We couldn't hear anything about it in the news. And then a bad event is actually what brought what made people aware. It was a bad, horrible event of September 11th. That's when they started talking about Islam and Muslim. But when I first came, there was nothing about it. I said, wow, that's interesting. Interesting that this whole country, they had a few people, even in the community. Remember, they just bought a house. They were praying in a house. And I remember the first time I went to pray there on a Friday, like females, there were like maybe 6 or 7, and then a few males. What? That was very interesting. Very few people. But now, people are getting more aware that it's a peaceful religion. It's not what those other people do to mess it up. Wow. Are they locking us out? Oh, we can't go. You know what happened there? They are using just one way. I stopped talking, I forgot. The police officer was showing me what to do. And there's no other way to come in except the other side. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it in time. Here, they didn't allow cars coming from the opposite side. So you have to be from the other side, which is... In fact, they allowed a few. Right behind me, the cars two ahead of me, the second car ahead of me was allowed to go in. I guess the lucky that I said is not working. So when I'm looking ahead, it's a long, long line. Let's see what happens. I think the solution will be another prayer, because there's so many people still just coming. So I'm going to make a left turn here, see if I can make a U-turn to go to the side they're allowing to come in. And this time I have to pray about it, because then if it's full, they started saying you can't come in. Hopefully I can make it. But even if I don't get in like this, I'll still record. I'll still wait until people come out. I mean, I'll walk, go pray, and then later I'll figure out a way to record for you. But many people will be gone though at that time. I'll figure out somewhere to put the cant, maybe walk. Well, let me first stay positive for a minute. Okay, now I'm making a U-turn. My next prayer is that they allow me to get in. Now I'm coming from the opposite side. They're only allowing cars from the opposite side after those that entered ahead of me. I guess it was better to walk. And you know, they have shuttles. They put shuttles. I don't know if you can, this camera can show you the opposite side. That's one of the shuttles. That long truck, that one is one of the shuttles. So if I had decided, sometimes we do that. Today, I thought it was maybe not a good idea. If you come early enough, like you have a whole hour, then you go, there is a stop there, a shopping center where you park your car, and then those shuttle buses, they take people. So I think it ends up being a more guaranteed way to enter than this way. This is risky. I took a risk today. But you know, when I'm here as a volunteer, then I don't have these kind of issues, because you come early. You come early before everyone comes. Like the first one was at 7, so you'd be here like by 6:30. So normally it's not a problem. But guys, let me tell you a story. When I came and I was a volunteer, but I was coming like at a time when they block people from going. It was a little bit so close to prayer. And so you know what I do when what I did? I had water. It wasn't actually a lie. I had water in my car to donate for people who come to pray. Like I put like cans of water, like cartons of water. Like the car was full. So normally I would bring water to just give people because it was hot. And so I'll talk to the officers who were stopping me from going. I'll say, but you see, I have water. This water. They say, okay. I'll say, okay, that's a good thing. I was able to enter, to cross, just because I had that water. But if I told them I'm just volunteering, I don't think they would have believed it. Because they can't know who is a volunteer and who is not. Until you get inside, they dress up, they give them a jacket to put on. Oh, I guess I'm about to get lucky, you see? I'm getting in. Thank you. It paid off, the patience. So I record a little bit until I park. Then after prayer, I record around a little bit for you. And I think you don't have to watch me drive out. The driving has been enough. So once I park, later I'll add a piece for you, just showing around. The last time I showed this masjid, they had a big tent on Eid, the other Eid, fasting Eid, the Eid Al Fitr. Now that tent is gone. It was a huge tent. It's not here anymore. So just go to, like, there is parking here. I think I'm going, oh no, there's more parking. this guess I can park anywhere you want. Can you imagine? Just a few minutes ago it was too full, and now it's opened up. So they are showing me where to park now. Good, I made it. So I'm going to go inside. After prayer, I'll come and walk around and show you some more of this masjid. Thank you for watching it. Okay, welcome back. Now I've finished my prayers, but most people are gone. I got lucky. They delayed for some reason. So when I got inside, they had this one is when they bring politicians, they speak at first. So I was able to attend everything. See that bus that I'm showing you? Those are the ones they, if you don't want to have issues with parking, you go at a shopping center and then these buses will bring you. Okay? So, but now it's very, very light. People have left. And you see, it's all open now. I'm gonna walk around and show you. I'm going to walk to the front and then the back. Today was almost normal because before we have to come, you have to come with your own prayer rag and place it where you're going to pray with your mask. Today, because of immunization, it's a little bit light. Some people were choosing to wear masks. I was one of them, but many didn't have any mask. And you know, they changed oh, this is so fast. They changed the carpet. They put a new carpet in the masjid, so that's a good thing. You feel like all those old things are not on there. So it's a new carpet. That helps to feel like there are no germs, maybe. Okay, if you want to see the kind of people we have here, it's a mix. All kinds of people are here. Let's see, I can get. So the black people you see here are mostly originally from West Africa. And we have a lot of people from Pakistan. See, like here where I'm facing, those are mainly from West African countries. You know me, I'm originally from Uganda, but there are few, I don't think there are even any Ugandan Muslims in this community. They tend to be in Massachusetts, Boston, many, and also Maryland. Today I didn't focus on showing you the masjid. I did that in another video. Oh. Taking photos. Maybe I'll come, you know. Yeah, I'm recording though. You wanna? I'm recording. So you can watch you also with my YouTube channel.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
I'll see it. I'll see it.
Oh, salam, Eid Mubarak.
I mean, the light should be there.
Eid Mubarak.
You watch subs, right?
Oh, dude, subs.
Okay, I'm now walking in the back. You watch when I'm close. You see, ahead of me, you see those people standing. The one in that one, the one I'm about is coming forward. That's our president in blue suit. These are the stairs we take as we head out. You know, I didn't want to bring him in the front camera. I avoided. I was going the other way, but then I saw he was coming. I hope you saw him. That's our leader, the president. Very hard worker. They've done a good job. So this is, you know, you hear in my videos that I say so many things that have happened while I'm here. Like this playground was installed just for kids to play at the masjid recently. They added it to the back of the masjid. See, when parents are here, the kids can play. So that's a good thing. Okay, this is the back of the masjid. And that's where, in that area, that's where they had the big tent. When I was showing you the big tent, it was in this space here. That's when, during the Corona time, when the masjid was closed, they were praying in the tent. Eid was in the tent and the Tarawih prayers. This message is mostly for Muslims. Please, excuse me if this is not relevant to you at all, but some people like to see the masjid. So let me go get the front of it so you can see. I did this before in a video I called Sherifa's Day Out. If you go in the playlist, in the playlist where I say it's Sherifa Out, Day Out, the first video had this masjid. I recorded it in detail in the front. Let me do it again. I'm now walking to the front and see if that president is still here. You see him now. So that call is my daughter looking for me. We're supposed to meet after the prayer. Just a second. Sorry, excuse that call. I'll call her back. Stopped it, but I wanted to capture this front of the mosque. It takes about 1,000 people right now. They're about to build a big, huge one. Okay. So when you come, that will be the front. That's how you enter. Although there are many doors, on the sides there are 3 other doors. This would be the front. Those of you who enjoy plants, they have beautiful flowers, landscaping. So I'll record somewhere a little bit when I'm driving out of here. So for now, that's the part I showed you about the masjid. Leave a comment for me. Thank you. Okay, now everybody has left. So I waited to record this for you because that's the ending. I'm just going to suck around here in the parking lot, and then I'm going to be driving home. This is all parking. Just parking for this place. And it's not enough. You saw how we struggled to come in. Full. So, but the other masjids are around actually. Starting from like 30 minutes. And locally people create areas where they go to pray. But the real main mosques, at least starting like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour away. See, that's a field. For those of you who enjoy playing that no, that's not basketball. What's that? Soccer. You see that? That's a field. They play. The guys, they like to play here. So I'm just driving around like I'm circling the masjid, but I'm heading out actually. Okay. There's just one car left here. Everyone is gone. Oh, two. There's one more there. Okay, this is how we exit. When I entered, that's the other side. So they have an entrance and an exit. So I'm exiting out of here. Please leave a comment for me. What do you think? What do you think about the little experience of me coming and I couldn't even get in because of so many cars? Now everyone is gone. Even the police is gone. Please leave a comment for me. I'm just driving home. Like I always end them, I say, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. Please keep it here. Keep checking on me on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Please like the video. Let's support this message. This is just a fun day, but normally I'm into serious topics. Please keep it here. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.